little pop culture for you. J. Ralph wants to know, we all know that you aren't much for confrontations, but what do you think about the Will Smith Oscar incident?
I wish Will didn't do that. I like Chris Rock and think that you got to have, you got to know who was the host for years, Ricky Gervais.
Well, Ricky Gervais was the Golden Globes, and that
Globes.
Those were hilarious.
I mean, you got to know.
Roast.
Yeah, you got to know that things are going to get pretty serious in terms of the jokes, and so I wish that that gets handled a little differently. You talk to the guy afterwards, maybe say, "Hey, man, that really bothered me." I mean, some things can be personal, and that's okay. And you take it to that person and say, "Look, man, that I wish you wouldn't go there," right? I don't know. What do you think, Mike? I know you got an opinion.
I do.
You willing to give it live on YouTube?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, go ahead.
I tweeted something last night about, y'all remember the time when Joaquin Phoenix pulled one over on the entire world?
I saw that tweet, but I was too lazy to hit the link.
No, that's okay.
So what happened?
Well, he basically, it was a bit, and it was a thing that he had, and he convinced everybody. And I'm going to tell you something. It is an unpopular opinion. But if we find out in a year that it was actually orchestrated, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised that thing was actually orchestrated, because there are things about that I'm just not ready to go buy all in yet. Mm-hmm. One, Chris Rock leaned in. He didn't flinch. He didn't do anything. You look at the still frames of that. He just did it, almost as if he knew it was coming. I'm just saying. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
The other thing, the yelling from the front row seemed just so asinine to me, to yell at the Oscars just to yell out like that. That's why nobody approached it, because everybody assumed it was a bit, right? Like you didn't know to go, restrain Will Smith. I'm just saying, if in a year we found out it was actually a thing, I would not be surprised. Like the way we found out that Joaquin Phoenix was doing a movie.
Yeah. I think that it's real. I think that Will just lost his cool, and he he's probably has a bit of regret. The other thing, though, is I was looking, and Chris has a comedy tour this summer with Kevin Hart. And so I think that, it's in Chris's best interest to just make this work for him.
That's kind of also my point.
And I wouldn't,
who isn't going to go watch that now?
Yeah, like if Chris doesn't have 5 to 30 minutes of content, new material, and even Kevin, right, could lean in on this a little bit, give Chris a hard time.
Yep. They will, right?
Yeah, man. I mean,
I haven't watched the Academy Awards ever, and now you kind of have to. And I wasn't going to plan on watching the Kevin Hart, Chris Rock tour, but now you're kind of curious. Now, why would that be? I'm just saying, it feels like that everybody comes out looking pretty good out of this, and then you start to wonder, oh, wait, maybe there was something behind it. Yeah. I just wouldn't be surprised.
But I do 100% believe in karma. I think that I live in this world of, my philosophy has always been that if you do enough good things, and I equate that to good things being deposits, going to the bank and making deposits, you can eventually make a withdrawal or two. Mm-hmm. Will Smith, in my opinion, made a withdrawal the other night. Mm-hmm. But hopefully he's made enough deposits that he's going to be okay, that he can balance the checkbook.
If you like that conversation, you're going to want to listen to the entire podcast, the Dale Jr. Download, available on all major podcast platforms.